When most people think of Germany, their minds instantly conjure up images of Munich's lively beer gardens, where laughter and clinking glasses fill the air, or the bustling, history-soaked streets of Berlin, echoing with stories of the past and present. But there's another side to Germany, one that's quieter, older, and far more mysterious. It lives in the deep, dark woods that stretch across the land, blanketing hills and valleys in a sea of green shadows. Here, ancient trees stand tall, their branches weaving a canopy that filters the morning light into golden beams. The mist lingers in the valleys, curling around trunks and roots, making the forest feel like the setting of a timeless fairy tale. This is the Germany that inspired the Brothers Grimm, where every mossy stone and twisted root seems to hide a secret, and every shadow could be the start of a new legend. Let's leave the Autobahn behind and wander winding country roads, trading the constant hum of city life for the gentle hush of the forest. As you drive deeper, the world slows down, and the landscape transforms into something almost otherworldly. The air here is crisp and invigorating, scented with pine needles, damp earth, and the promise of adventure. It's a place where you can breathe deeply, filling your lungs with the pure essence of nature, and feel a connection to the soul of the country. The tales of Hansel and Gretel, Little Red Riding Hood, and Sleeping Beauty all grew from these very woods. It's easy to imagine children wandering between the trees, or a hidden cottage waiting just beyond the next bend. Imagine standing at the edge of a vast forest, the trees towering above you like silent guardians, their trunks thick with age and wisdom. The forest seems to breathe, alive with the rustle of leaves and the distant call of birds. A narrow path winds its way into the heart of the woods, inviting you to step off the beaten track. It promises adventure, a sense of discovery, and maybe even a touch of magic if you're willing to follow where it leads. This is the Germany I want you to experience, not just the cities and the famous sights, but a journey into nature and the timeless stories that have shaped its culture. So, pack your walking shoes and your sense of wonder. Bring a curious spirit and an open heart. We're about to go exploring, ready to lose ourselves in the beauty and mystery of these ancient woods. Together, we'll discover the enchanting forests that cradle German folklore, where every step feels like turning the page of a storybook. We'll visit villages that look straight out of a storybook, with timbered cottages nestled among the trees and cobblestone paths winding through the woods. We'll meet locals who keep these legends alive, celebrating traditions with music, dance, and stories passed down through generations, all set against the magical backdrop of the forest. This isn't just sightseeing, it's an experience for the senses and the soul. Touch the rough bark of ancient trees, smell the earthy scent of moss, and listen to the symphony of the woods. Feel the cool air on your skin, hear the crunch of leaves beneath your feet, and let your imagination run wild as you wander deeper into the forest's embrace. Let's find the magic waiting in Germany's woods and discover a world where nature and legend are forever entwined. Our first stop is the legendary Black Forest, Schwarzwald. Stretching across southwestern Germany, this vast woodland is a place where myth and reality blend seamlessly. Its name alone conjures images of deep, mysterious woods and ancient secrets waiting to be uncovered. The Romans named it for its dense pine canopy, where sunlight barely touches the ground. Even today, the forest's thick evergreens create a world of shadow and light, where every step feels like entering another realm. This is the setting of classic Grimm fairy tales, think Hansel and Gretel, or a witch's cottage hidden among towering firs. The misty paths and secluded clearings seem made for stories of magic, danger, and wonder. The Black Forest is more than trees. It's a living culture, dotted with villages and traditional half-timbered houses. These charming settlements, with their flower-filled balconies and cobblestone streets, have stood for centuries, preserving a way of life that feels timeless. This is the home of the cuckoo clock, crafted by artisans for generations. Each clock is a masterpiece, carved from local wood and painted by hand, echoing the forest's beauty and the region's creativity. Every corner holds a new discovery, a hidden waterfall tumbling over mossy stones, a sun-dappled meadow bursting with wildflowers, or a cozy inn where you can savor a slice of rich Black Forest cake after a day of exploring. The people here are deeply connected to the woods, their lives shaped by the rhythms of the forest. Generations have learned to live in harmony with nature, gathering firewood, foraging for mushrooms, and celebrating the changing seasons. When you visit, you step into a living story. History, tradition, and nature intertwined. Whether you're hiking beneath ancient trees or wandering through a centuries-old village, you become part of the legend. The Black Forest invites you to slow down, breathe deeply, and listen to the whispers of the past. Here, every moment is a chance to reconnect with nature, with history, and with the stories that have taken root in these legendary woods. To truly experience the Black Forest, you must engage all your senses, allowing yourself to be fully present in this enchanting landscape. Every step you take draws you deeper into a world where nature's wonders unfold all around you. Listen closely, the gentle rustle of leaves overhead, the melodic birdsong echoing through the branches, and the steady rhythm of a woodpecker tapping on ancient trunks. Underfoot, the crunch of pine needles and twigs creates a natural symphony, reminding you that the forest is alive with sound. The forest floor glows with a tapestry of green moss and vibrant red mushrooms, while sunlight dances through the leafy canopy above. Each ray of light reveals hidden details, tiny insects, delicate fungi, and the intricate patterns of nature's artistry. Look up, fir and spruce trees rise like cathedral columns, their branches forming a living roof that filters the sunlight into golden beams. The sheer scale of these ancient giants inspires awe and a sense of timelessness. If you're lucky, you might spot a shy deer peeking between the trees, or catch the glint of a crystal-clear stream winding its way through the undergrowth. The forest is full of surprises, each one a gentle reminder of the wildness that thrives here. Reach out and touch the rough, textured bark of an old tree, or dip your fingers into the cool, refreshing water of a woodland stream. Breathe in deeply. The air is thick with the earthy scent of pine, moss, and damp soil, grounding you in the present moment. After a gentle rain, the air becomes even richer, infused with a natural perfume that lingers among the leaves and moss. The forest glistens, every surface sparkling with droplets, and the world feels freshly renewed. This is more than just a hike, it's therapy for the soul. Here, you can slow down, let your thoughts drift, and find a rare sense of peace that only nature can provide. As dusk falls, the forest transforms. Shadows lengthen, the air cools, and an owl calls softly in the twilight. The mysterious evening light weaves through the trees, and the legends of the Schwarzwald feel closer than ever. It's a time for quiet reflection, a moment to connect with this magical landscape and with yourself. The forest invites you to pause, listen, and simply be. The Schwarzwald speaks not in words, but in feelings, a gentle whisper that lingers in your heart long after you leave. Let it work its quiet magic on you, and discover the peace and wonder that only the Black Forest can offer. Bavaria is famous for its Alps, but its forests are just as enchanting. These woods, a mix of beech, oak, and fir, explode with color in autumn. They surround fairytale castles like Neuschwanstein, creating a dreamy backdrop. King Ludwig II found inspiration here, taking sleigh rides through snowy forests. Walk these woods and you'll understand why. Crisp air, profound silence, and overwhelming beauty. Watch for alpine ibex, chamois, or golden eagles, wildlife that brings old legends to life. Well-marked trails lead to lakes, mountain huts, and stunning views. These forests invite you to explore, dream, and savor Bavarian hospitality. No fairy tale journey is complete without Neuschwanstein Castle. This storybook fortress perched above Bavarian forests and Alps looks almost unreal. Built by King Ludwig II as a retreat, it's a monument to imagination, not power. Inside, murals depict epic legends. Every room is a step into Ludwig's dreams. The best approach is on foot, through the forest, with the castle growing ever more magical. From Marienbrücke Bridge, the view is pure fantasy. No wonder it inspired Disney. Nearby, Linderhof and Herrenchiemsee palaces add to Ludwig's dreamscape. These castles remind us, sometimes our greatest creations come from dreams. For a true folklore adventure, follow the German fairy tale route, over 370 miles from Hanau to Bremen. This road trip links towns and landscapes tied to the Brothers Grimm and their stories. Start in Hanau, visit medieval towns and walk the same streets the Grimms did. See Little Red Riding Hood's cottage in Alsfeld, the Pied Piper in Hamelin, and the town musicians in Bremen. Saberburg Castle in Reinhardswald is said to be Sleeping Beauty's castle. Along the way, enjoy festivals, museums, and performances that bring these tales to life. The route is a journey through Germany's heart, beautiful, less traveled, and rich in story. It's a reminder that fairy tales are woven into the country's very fabric. Ready to explore Germany's forests? A little preparation goes a long way. Pack sturdy walking shoes. Trails can be uneven. Dress in layers and bring a waterproof jacket. Weather changes fast. Renting a car offers freedom to discover hidden gems, but trains and buses work well too. Just check schedules. Stay in a traditional Gasthof or pension for an authentic experience and hearty breakfast. Book ahead during peak seasons or festivals. Learn a few German phrases. Locals appreciate the effort. Visit tourist offices for maps and tips. Most importantly, slow down and savor the quiet moments. By a stream, under ancient trees, or listening to birdsong. The magic is in being present. Germany's forests are alive with tradition. In the Black Forest, women still wear the iconic Bollenhut hat. Red pom-poms for single, black for married. Woodworking thrives here, from cuckoo clocks to hand-carved figures and Christmas decorations. Visit a workshop to see centuries-old skills in action. Festivals celebrate the forest's bounty. Autumn harvests, cattle drives, and magical Christmas markets. Savor hearty local dishes, venison, wild boar, mushrooms, and the famous Black Forest cake. Every meal and custom connects you to the land and its stories. Tradition here isn't just preserved, it's lived. We've wandered the Black Forest and dreamed in Bavaria's woods, discovering a Germany shaped by myth and nature. This is travel that's personal and deeply connected to the land. The magic isn't in photos, it's in what you feel. So answer the call. Step into the woods, breathe the pine air, and listen for old legends. Let your imagination roam where fairy tale characters once walked. Reconnect with wonder and the power of story. Don't just visit Germany, explore it. Add your footsteps to ancient paths and become part of the story. The forests are waiting, holding their secrets for those who seek them. Happy travels and keep dreaming.